1063, renovations on the Basilica of San Marco begin. The facade is a triumph of gold that reflects suggestive and changing lights at different times of the day. San Marco is a masterpiece. It is also part of the myth of Venice. It is the symbol of the Republic as a bridge between East and West. It is a monument projecting the image of Venice as heir to the tradition of the Roman Empire. The Basilica of San Marco overlooks the vast square that bears its name and which for centuries was the beating heart of trade, where ships and goods arrived and where every day you could meet merchants and travelers from all the world, in a true Babel of languages. The idea of Venice as an open and cosmopolitan city was also a fundamental piece of the mosaic of its myth. At the same time, Venice sought to project an image of military power, and the more the Republic expanded its territories in the Adriatic and the Italian peninsula, the more important the celebration of its leaders became. The Venetian elites had always been attentive to the elaboration of the myth, promoting the construction of public monuments and the publication of celebratory histories. Between the 17th and 18th centuries, however, the myth began to falter. Critical voices came from many quarters, especially from England and France. Venice was a city in decline, dominated by a despotic government. Soon the Republic became the favorite setting for dark Gothic novels and bloody tragedies. Also, the fall of the Republic in 1797 was a hard blow for the myth. The French conquerors had every interest in portraying the Serenissima as the worst possible government. Napoleon himself repeatedly underlined in his letters that he was the one who had finally brought true freedom to Venice. However, many were nostalgic for the ancient independence, and many, like Ugo Foscolo, had been disappointed by the choices of Napoleon, who had handed over the territories of the Serenissima to Austria. Venice, after all, was an Italian republic that had survived for centuries. Once again, the myth of Venice as the cradle of freedom re-emerged. The history of Venice could be an example to all of Italy to rise again. It is no coincidence that Alessandro Manzoni himself included a praise of the Republic of Venice in his novel The Betrothed, De Promessi Sposi, in the chapter in which the protagonist, Renzo, crosses the Adda River to escape the state of Milan, then under Spanish dominion, and take refuge in Bergamo, then a Venetian territory. Venice, still at the mid-19th century, was a symbol of freedom, as opposed to the present state of the Italian territories, many of which were under Austrian control and sought independence.